As we get closer to that one-year mark of the Norfolk Southern train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, we have now learned that President Biden will be visiting the impacted area in February. He'll be meeting with the people who live there, who call East Palestine home, and talking about progress that he says his administration is making in the cleanup efforts. Lawmakers are also trying to make the rail industry safer, but they say they are being met with pushback. Residents in this community of East Palestine are still concerned about their health a year later and their livelihood, not just now, but down the road for their long-term future. Some even going as far as saying that they don't even think there is a future in this community. Joining us now, East Palestine resident Jami Wallace. She wrote an op-ed in the Philadelphia Inquirer recently titled "A Year Ago, A Train Derailment Upended My Town. I'll spend the rest of my life worrying." Thank you, Jami, for being with us once again. You have been one of the most outspoken voices and an advocate for your community, and you continue to do so. And I was heartbroken to hear you and read your words that you have lost faith in humanity. Is that true?
I'll tell you, I have, but the people that I have met through this fight have actually restored some of that. I just wish that they would bring that humanity back to the government and to actually look after people and to put human health in front of economic recovery.
Right. And to listen, to truly hear what you all are saying and to pay attention. The president's going to visit. Finally, there have been calls for this to happen for months, and we're now at the year mark. How do you feel about this visit?
Well, I'm actually in Washington, D.C. right now. We had an opportunity, my husband and I, to meet yesterday with the CEQ, the Council on Environmental Quality, which are the direct advisors to the president on the environment. I really feel like they heard what we said. I hope that when Biden comes in, he actually meets with the people and not just our town leaders who are pretending like everything is okay for the benefit of the money being given by Norfolk Southern for a $25 million park. So I'm feeling a little bit of hope, and I feel like change will come if he actually speaks to the residents here that are suffering.
Jami, if you get the opportunity to have some face-to-face time with the president, what would you say directly to him?
Just sign the declaration disaster. We've been waiting for a year. The way I feel at this point is if you have to force someone to come, they're not coming because they genuinely care. When President Biden's own son passed away from chemical exposure, the same doctor that found that link between the chemical burn pits and our veterans is now coming in to study East Palestine residents. I really wished that he would have done this, a year ago, but I'm also grateful that he's coming now. And I really hope that he signs that declaration disaster. That's what we need.
And what would that mean to your community in the short and the long term? What would that provide?
Hopefully it would provide us with medical care for life. People are still sick. We're seeing some long-term symptoms, such as neurological issues. We still have not had indoor air testing on our homes. They have taken care of other communities that have been exposed to chemicals such as, 9/11, Camp Lejeune. Like, people in East Palestine, the residents deserve that same kind of help from their federal government. Not only have our businesses been financially destroyed, residents have been financially destroyed. They're still in homes where they're still getting sick. So I'm just praying that this time he really listens to the people.
Jami, federal, state, and local monitoring activities have found that the air, the groundwater, the drinking water is safe. But I know you and others have reservations about that testing. Can you share that with me?
They say that the EPA says that they tested 600 homes for indoor air back when the evacuation was lifted, and that none of those homes tested above levels. What they don't put out in the news is that they tested at emergency levels. Those were not levels that it was safe to live in. So when the EPA says things, I call it deception by words. They'll put things out there like, the creeks, it's likely legacy chemicals that you still see in your creeks when you poke the sediment. When they actually did the testing and found out it was not legacy chemicals, that some of those chemicals could not be traced back to any industry, they sure didn't do a press release on that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.